Hey, coming up right now, terrifying moments during a mermaid show between a performer and a sea creature.
Also coming up, a plus-size rapper is suing after she claims she was refused service because of her size.
A little bit later on, a Las Vegas ice cream truck gets mistaken for ICE immigration.
Oh boy, Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English, and we welcome you to Daily Flash. Very good. So glad to have you here. We're also joined by Sweet Baby out there handling the floor.
You doing good? I'm doing good, man. It's an exciting day.
And I'm equally excited. Hey. And we have cat owner Matt Doolittle joining us today, as he is every day.
Guys, I just got back from a trip and I got one of the Delta trading cards.
Oh.
You know when you're a 40-year-old man walking up to another man going, "Can I have a trading card?" And you feel like a child. Like that's
And they welcome it. They urge it.
The guy, yes sir, here you go.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, whatever. I got one though. I'm happy.
We're ready to do this.
$20.
I'm checking in on your cat. Your cat's fine on your camera.
Is the cat good? Yeah.
Just want to make sure you do that. Jackson, how are you doing over there?
I'm good. Are you following his cat on Instagram?
I follow his cat. I was commenting on the what's the biscuit
and Kiki.
Kinky biscuit or something.
And then we got Charlotte Flair now. So I've got two cats.
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair.
Okay. So a mom and a daughter are getting into it. I mean, it's not unusual that moms and daughters get into fights, right?
All right. Well, of course, yeah.
So this mom told her daughter that going forward, once she has her child, she wants the grandchild to refer to her not as grandma, but as honey.
Honey?
She doesn't want to be called grandma. She wants to be called honey. And the daughter said, absolutely not. No way. That's not
fair.
happening.
That's not fair. No. That's the rite of passage. You get to pick what your grandkids get to call you. I am 100% against this.
So
if he wants to be called honey, yes, call her honey.
So grandma should be called honey, not grandma.
100%. As a matter of fact, it's almost something that you pick up during the pregnancy. Okay, it's like, what are you going to call it? What am I going to call it?
Yes.
I've heard Gigi, I've heard Graham. I'm going to be called Pop. I'm going to be Pop.
Pop.
Because I called my dad Pop.
Oh.
I didn't know my grandfather, but I want to be Pop.
Okay.
Or Grandpop, one or the other. I'm cool with whatever.
How about Pop Pop?
Pop Pop's fine.
Breaking Bad.
Pop Pop's in the attic.
Yeah.
You know, that's a shame. And what's wrong with honey?
She said that because her mom refers to her dad as honey, she thinks it's too confusing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I know. It's odd. But
And it's, what about calling, some the first names? I mean, like, some people like, well, just call the grandpa Tim.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Terry.
Terry.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry.
Jennifer.
I don't know, if I was a grandparent, again, that's one of the things you look forward to, is that you get to make your grandkids get to call you whatever you want. So that's unfortunate.
I think some women have a hard time with being called grandma because it's an age thing, right? So they think like once they become a grandmother, then is life over? It's not over technically, but to be called a grandmother is just, again, it's a female thing.
I'm not a grandparent as of yet, but it's a great way to get back at your kids.
You know what though? I've never met a bad meemaw. Whenever you
Meemaws
are always the best.
That's what my kids called their mom's mother, as Meemaw.
That's a good point, Meemaw. I like that. Yeah.
All right.
Big shout out,
Meemaw. Big shout out to Meemaw.
Meemaws around the world.
Let's jump into the show.
Let's do it.
Some scary video. It captures the moment a massive fish chomps down on the head of a woman dressed up as a mermaid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the performer was swimming in a tank at a park. It's in China when she swam right into the path of the scaly beast. Watch this on your screen. In the video, you can see the fish biting down on the 22-year-old, nearly fitting her whole head in its mouth. Now, kids are watching this. Spectators, they all scream in horror. Look at that. Performer fights back and she's able to free herself from the fish, which ripped off her goggles. She said that she suffered head, neck, and eye injuries and claims her employer forced her back to work and get in the water despite being in pain. She says she was only paid $100 for that performance. That's scary stuff. Now, you know, just as we say, being in Florida, we are encroaching in on wild animals all the time. When you're in the ocean, really, there's nothing to blame but
yourself
for that.
Fish do a fish business.
Yeah.
Fishes being fishes, right? Go swim with them.
Well, you're at a giant aquarium. You're a performer. I've been down to Wiki Watchy to watch the show, but
I've been there a couple
But you've been there a few times. But I don't recall in the show that there are fish that come in with the mermaids. It's just the mermaids that are swimming,
okay,
right?
so no, fish do come in. There's manatees actually that come up as well. I happen to have some behind the scenes knowledge of
Yes,
Wiki Watchy. First off, they go down through a tube and they come out and they come up in this where they put like a big bowl down, so there's air, so they can come up about right here, and there's air up here. But they swim with hoses. And it's a natural spring, so the temperatures are always the same. And you'll see fish going by all the time. Nothing of that magnitude. The biggest thing is manatees, and manatees won't ever bother you.
Yeah, but that looks like
an aquarium.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm surprised that they forced her to continue to perform with the rest of the show there.
Well, in China, they have a different work idea than most. But and you can't blame the fish at all, right? He's thinking, well, there's another fish.
She looked like.
What is she doing to my?
Hey,
she had fish.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Right, no kidding. All right, a plus-sized rapper suing rideshare company Lyft after claiming she was refused service because she was too big to fit in the car. 36-year-old Dank DeMoss filmed her interaction with the driver, showing her arguing back and forth over whether she could fit into his car. Although the driver said he would refund her ride so she wouldn't be charged for the trip, she sued the taxi service, claiming she was discriminated against. Now, in her suit, she claims the driver told her she was too big to fit in his back seat and said her weight would burst his tires.
And that was after a long back and forth. If you listen to it, you hear and the guy was being nice about it because I'm sorry, I can't. So we say this, if you know, what if the person was in a wheelchair? Let's just say that. You would probably call, I need to make sure that this car
is wheelchair accessible.
Exactly, handicap accessible. And she's close to 500 pounds. We should make mention of that. And some of the pictures that we show here, she is getting out of a truck. And I'm not making fun of her or whatever, but I would imagine this picture will probably come up in court saying, look how.
It should come up in court.
You've done ride sharing before, right?
I've done ride share. I'm part of Uber crew. So there are strict guidelines when it comes to discrimination. And in my opinion, this does not fall on that discrimination. Lyft put out a statement saying, we don't discriminate. We get it. When you look at the person compared to the vehicle, she should have ordered an XL.
Exactly.
So that's not his fault. What I would say for the driver is, you should have canceled, just kept going. You should not engage her in a conversation and, having her tape it. But what he did was not wrong. You are an independent contractor. You don't have to have that person in your car. And I think she would have did more harm than good. I'm a fellow Detroiter too, so I get it. I'm a big guy too,
right?
But I'm not going to sit up there if I know this is a small car and I need a bigger car to get upset with the driver and say, yo, you got to let me in your car so I can damage it, bust the tires, and so on and so forth. She is in a truck and it looks tight. If you look at the photos.
Do you know, Uber has Uber XL, but I have not driven Lyft.
Lyft has bigger cars, yes, same thing. Both
the name right there tells you, if Uber has an Uber XL, when I go to the store and I don't fit that size, I got to go to an XL. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it should be the same.
She should have.
She is a rapper. Let's keep that in mind, too.
So I have two responses to this story. One, she's filming the whole conversation. So is she doing this to promote herself? I've never heard of the woman.
It's bad promotion.
Maybe, yeah.
Because everybody's coming out against her saying the driver was correct.
Yeah. The other thing is, let's say he would have gone ahead and taken her in the car, and let's say the car broke down because of her weight. Now we're in a really difficult position. Right. Now is she going to blame him because he doesn't have the right car to take her to
his destination? You should have told me that.
Lack of accountability.
Yeah,
everyone else.
100%.
Because I'm biggins.
Yeah.
And it's, she obviously, I feel that she's had to have run into this issue before.
Yeah.
And I think she was ready with that camera the next time. That's pure speculation.
I think you're right.
And, saying, well, next time I'm going to make sure this gets out. Moving forward, a social media post mistakenly identified a Las Vegas ice cream truck as an Immigration and Customs Enforcement Vehicle, or ICE. A person posted a video of a black and white truck driving into a neighborhood. It had the caption, "Please be on the lookout for ice cream trucks. They play music to get people to come outside."
Oh.
Pretty smart, actually.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Ice Cream Patrol plays off a law enforcement and basically features a badge on the side. The truck's look even encourages drivers to slow down. Some believe it's actually a patrol car from far away. Side of it, the truck reads, "Not affiliated with any law enforcement agencies." Still, though, if you saw that, the music playing, it doesn't play Lowrider or anything like that. It's probably playing like Farmer in the Dell. But still, I guess people, you see that. I can see how they can be misunderstood.
Unit 702, it's clearly an ice cream truck.
It says
But
ice cream patrol.
wouldn't it be the trick if it said this is not a law enforcement vehicle, but it is?
It was. That would be it.
There you go.
Don't trust it.
More Flash coming up. Looks like Ki Huy Kwan has been on a roll after winning an Oscar. Well, now he's jumping into the world of action movies with his latest thriller, Love Hurts. Matt Doolittle had the chance to fanboy nerd out and chat with him, his co-star and director. Check it out. But their chat is all from Los Angeles.
Good morning. Do you think I just woke up one day as a top-selling realtor?
You won the Regional Realtor of the Year award. Congratulations.
No, I had to work for it and stop becoming who I wanted to be.
Aww.
Hiding and living. Not feeling great all of a sudden.
So real quick, I gotta say, my dad and I used to watch Temple every month, at least once a time. So you were part of my entire childhood.
Aw.
So it's such an honor to meet you.
Thank you. That is so sweet.
And you've really developed this career, and you've done so many different things now. So why this crazy action film?
This is what I want.
This is fun. It's a fun film.
When I was a kid, I love action movies. I love the genre, especially those movies that came out of Hong Kong in the early '80s with Jackie Chan.
Jackie
Sammo
Chan,
Hung.
yes, that's what this felt like. Like, I want to know how much of your own stunts you did.
Selling a hit is more difficult than throwing a punch.
Yes.
Because you have to snap your head back and you have to put your whole body into it to sell that power. But it was, honestly, it was tough. It was very challenging to do those scenes. But at the same time, they were so much fun. What do you want, Rose?
A secured outcome, no matter the cost.
So, big action movie, all that. Did you do your own stunts?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I had the best time.
Any injuries? Any scratches?
Yeah,
Any scars?
yeah. I mean, I was definitely super sore. Like, I remember there was a day where I was like, I got, lidocaine patch. I think, were they lidocaine patches? I think that's what it was. Icy hot patches on both arms and my feet in a bucket of ice. And then I did actually take a very heavy shoulder to the nose towards the end of production.
Wow. From who?
One of the stunt guys. He was such a lovely, lovely man. He felt so bad, but it wasn't his fault. We just we fell wrong.
Yeah.
And then I was like, ow. And then he moved his shoulder and I was like, double ow.
Was it Marshawn Lynch?
It was not Marshawn Lynch. Honestly, if he had fallen on me, I would not be sitting here.
How was he? I'm
He's
a big
a tank.
guy. I know, but I love him.
He's such a love. He really is. It's funny. I mean, if you were to talk to Marshawn, he'd probably be like, me and Ari, we weren't sure about each other at first, but she aight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's very him.
Then you eat some Skittles and then have
and then he's good.
Yeah.
But he's such a love.
Tell me about the cars. How was it driving that Trans Am?
It was beautiful. Beautiful car, right?
I'm a Burt Reynolds guy.
Are you really?
Oh, I'm huge. I played Burt Reynolds at my friend's wedding.
Gorge.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I had a mustache and a whole thing, and he went to my dad's bar back in the day. So
I kind of love this choice for you. I had never driven a stick before. They taught me to drive a stick in an hour.
It's
what
just
amounts to an hour?
Pedals and
oh my gosh. And honestly, I felt so dumb. I was like, why can't I figure this out? But I did figure it out. And I did do some of my own driving.
Don't worry, I've got guys who can patch all of this up like new.
Now let's finish this together.
You want the old me? You got him.
It's about damn time.
Sorry, brother. Love hurts.
Oh, Mitch, thank you. And then there's this. Hello, 1970s. Beanbag chairs are making a comeback, believe it or not. The cushy custom chairs were recently featured at a fashion show, and the design house is now selling them for $10,000 a pop. Bottega Veneta is offering their limited edition beanbag chairs for pre-order, and fashionistas around the world are willing to pay 5 figures to get their hands and their butts on one. The chairs are designed in the shape of 15 different animals, including dogs, cats, birds, and snakes. The design house says the animal designs were inspired by the story of Noah's Ark.
Oh, I love that. By Noah's Ark, because that way you have to buy 2 of them at a time. Is that what the deal is?
So what is that, $20,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing better than a good old beanbag, but they've changed, obviously, since, the 70s when I were in it. Sean Nelson is actually a friend of mine who owns Lovesac. He started in his parents' basement, and it's turned into this huge company. Now they make furniture and that sort of thing. And now what I'm seeing are these Lovesacs at movie theaters at the very front. You know how there's that big space?
Yes.
And you go down there. The problem is there's no way I would stay awake in the entire time. You know what I'm saying?
This is true, because anytime I get comfy on the couch, I'm usually out within 5 minutes.
He had said that, back in the 70s, they would put that little styrofoam balls.
Yes, I remember those.
And they would get crushed and everything. So what he did, he would get foam and he would just cut them all up into little tiny pieces initially and then put it inside there and made this really, really comfortable thing. So it happened to work out. So good for him. Apparently it's working out good. All right, let's get us a beanbag for the set. You for that?
Yeah, but if you want me to stay awake, it's probably not a good idea.
I just want you to lay right next to me. You have one, I have one. We got more Flash coming up around the corner. Don't go anywhere. Today's trends, tomorrow's talk.
This is Tim. Tim is all about time, and if you've ever had a chance to look into Tim's cold, dead eyes, you'll see that it's time for you to follow us on social media. Sure, there's 10,000 social sites out there, and we don't have the time to name them all. Seriously, just ask Tim. So take the time to look for Daily Flash TV on your favorite social sites, and start following us. That's all the time, Tim. Goodbye.
Hey, time now to check in with Tony Toscano to find out what's coming out of Hollywood and straight to your screen, no matter what size you're going to watch it on. With the latest, here's Tony.
Thanks, Mitch. Streaming on Apple TV Plus is the action thriller Prime Target.
Everyone tells me you're brilliant. You're looking for sequences in prime numbers.
What if the numbers didn't behave the way we assumed? What if we're not in control?
You need to drop this now.
Someone is watching me, following me.
A postgraduate mathematics student discovers an effort is being made to destroy his work in finding patterns in prime numbers that would allow him access to every computer in the world. I chatted with series stars Leo Woodall and Quintessa Swindell.
I usually play people who are a lot more sociable. And after a while I did start to miss being a sociable person. It started to upset me every time I would have to reject someone or be deeply obnoxious to someone.
For her, just about protecting others and her inherent need to protect. And for me, that was something that I aligned with quite a bit. So for me, that was also it brought up a lot of feelings on my personal end, but it also made the process of playing her more like a duty than it was just something to do.
Prime Target is a well-written and intriguing series. Check it out streaming on Apple TV Plus. It gets a B and is rated TV-14. Streaming on most VOD platforms is the horror thriller When It Rains in L.A.
It's weird. What?
The door is open.
Power's out. It's probably the rain.
Alice?
Tatya? Okay, enough with the games.
Tatya, where have you been? You called. I didn't call you.
A European girl escapes the horror of her boyfriend's death and comes to LA to deal with her grief. But she comes face to face with the trauma she left behind and the rain that seems to follow her everywhere. I chatted with the film stars Monroe Klein and Leslie Stratton.
I feel like audiences will take away to not judge a book by its cover and to kind of take a person not as they come, but what they've been through.
I think it's just a fun, suspenseful. It's one of those movies you will watch to keep you on the edge of your seat, get a little adrenaline going, and to like question your own morals sometime. And what would you do, you know, when things get dark and eerie and things are happening? Like, what are you doing? What are you protecting yourself? I don't know, it's fun.
When It Rains in LA is a tip of the hat to those dark, atmospheric horror films of the 1970s and 80s. If you're looking for a well-acted thriller, check this one out. Again, it's streaming on most video-on-demand platforms and gets a B. It's rated R. For the Daily Flash, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.
Hey there, welcome to your Daily Digits. Well, your first digit, this number is 300. The sneaker brand On is making waves again with a new spray-on shoe for serious runners. The price tag is at $300. It's called the Cloud Strike Boom LS. This laceless sock-like sneaker is crafted with light spray technology to form perfectly around your foot, and it's giving bigger names like Nike and Adidas a run for their money. I'll collect my things. I'll collect my things. All right, your next number today is 1977. That is Elvis Presley's last Cadillac was a 1977 Seville, and it's up for auction. Mom, I'll make a bid for you. The King owned more than 100 caddies during his lifetime, and he was known to gift them to his friends, and he gifted a lot to his friends and family, and even strangers. He saw a lady on the street looking at one in a window once and just gave her one. The winning bidder will also get the original title, which lists Elvis Presley as the owner. It also includes a peanut butter and banana sandwich he left in the glove box. So you get that little piece of memorabilia as well. Your next number today is 11, as in here it's not Friday, it's Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The popular restaurant chain TGI Fridays has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The chain started in 1965 as a singles bar in Manhattan. The company says it's struggling with record high inflation and consumer demand for healthier food options. Experts say Fridays has struggled to keep up with its competition despite changes to its menu and decor and all those pieces of flair that, what are they going to do with them now, guys? All those pieces of flair.
They could actually sell it and probably get themselves out of bankruptcy if you think about it. Of course, talking about Office Space, kind of really making fun of them, and they're the ones. Everything's loud and the clapping, happy birthday, and I think they're the ones that kind of are the forefront.
It was them and Bennigan's going back and forth for a while, and then TGI Fridays stayed around for a little longer. But now it looks like they're just going out with the rest of these big chain restaurants.
Maybe, yeah. I always got that confused. Ruby Tuesdays and TGI Fridays. Which one do you pick?
But they had the salad bar. Ruby
That's true. All right, we got more Flash coming up. We're talking about Flash travel when we return.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everybody, I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
I feel so sorry for our astronauts, Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore. You know, the whole, if you're not familiar with it, because a lot of people have forgotten.
The two that have been stuck in space for the last year?
3-day, it's basically Gilligan's Island, because, you know, Gilligan's Island was a 3-hour tour. This was supposed to be a 3-day tour, and they are stuck up there, right? Wow. And what do you do when it's been now, 7 months? It's going to be a total of 8 months by the time that they go down. They're going to go up there. Trump had said, Elon, hey, can you go pick up, they were almost like talking like a husband and wife saying, you go pick up Johnny from baseball practice?
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're going to go get him, and they're doing fine up there, and God bless them. However, back on January 30th, they did a spacewalk that lasted a total of 5.5 hours. They did some maintenance and upgrades, so they got to do something at least.
Well, thank goodness, yeah.
And go out and do that. What's great about it, though, is that the spacewalk gave Suni a total of 62 hours and 6 minutes of spacewalking time, which makes her the most ever for the female astronaut, and the 4th longest cumulative time overall. So,
oh my gosh.
So she broke some records while she was up there.
Okay, so while you're spending time up in space, why not break a few records?
Break some records. So congratulations to them. We can't wait till they come down. I think they're going to. First off, it sounds like a sitcom. Like we go lost up in space.
Yes.
Can you imagine all the stories that you do there?
Oh my gosh.
And then you have to wait till they come back down there, or they're. Do you know they do not get paid anything extra? It's as if they were here on Earth. They're getting paid the same amount up there in the sky flying past us.
And watch, follow-up astronauts will work a deal where they will get paid, NIL money.
There you go. I think you're right because it's being privatized.
Yeah.
So now then they could do it 100%.
Get their own Wheaties box.
They should, and if they'll probably get a book as well.
They're definitely getting a book or a TV show. So my wife's really involved with the space community, and we were talking about this the other day. And the same line that keeps coming up is, oh, they're astronauts. They love doing this. No. Look, guys, I love Disney, but even after 2 or 3 days, I'm like, all right, I need a break or a cruise.
It's too many people here.
Too many people.
Yeah.
It smells up there.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it stinks up there.
They say when they open it up, it's just like a 13-year-old's bedroom that's been farting and not really taking showers and stuff.
I think it's one thing if you expect to go up for 2 or 3 days, or if you're expecting to go up for a year. I mean, that's a huge different perspective that you've got to take with
your mindset.
Yes,
has to be
100%.
So, I mean, and from what we're hearing, they've got a great attitude about it, which I love.
So they went up in a Boeing capsule. We all kind of understand how that ended up. So now Elon Musk has been asked to send up a SpaceX capsule to bring them back home.
Can you go get them for us, please? I don't want to. All right. And Uber. That's what I love about that.
Oh my goodness. Well, terrifying video captures the moment a massive fish chomps down on the head of a woman dressed as a mermaid.
Yeah, you got to see this video.
The performer was swimming in a tank at a park in China when she swam into the path of the scaly beast. And in the video, you can see the fish biting her on the head.
Wow.
Happened in front of children and other spectators. They screamed in horror, as you can imagine. The performer fights back. She's able to free herself from the fish, which ripped off her goggles. She says she suffered head, neck, and eye injuries and claims her employer forced her back into the water despite being in pain. She says she was only paid about $100 for the performance.
Then put her back into work and you get back in the water. I would be scared afterwards. You would think, okay, with these, you're an aquarium, they shouldn't bother you and that sort of thing. And again, I don't think, if it could have really hurt her significantly.
It's mating season.
And it is mating season.
Which is funny with that, we know Savannah Bone from the Gatorland around here. And she always says, well, if they're going to bite me, they're going to bite me at some point.
Yes.
Gator's going to do gator business.
And they know that,
business.
right?
Yeah.
You're in that business to do it. Whenever you're around wildlife, they say don't work with animals and kids.
Children.
One of them will bite you.
And there in China, they'll put the kids to work. So, so we can say
for
that.
$100.
So it's a combo special, really.
But you don't necessarily. First off, what mermaid wears goggles? Yeah. If you're a real
come on, you're a real mermaid. Why are you wearing goggles?
I say we've been joking about this. My wife used to be an underwater performer at Wiki Wachi in Florida, so I know all about these things. And you know what? Not only that, the fins that they wear are real shiny and stuff that look scaly. So I can see how that fish thought it was real.
So it's probably like, hey, buddy, love bite.
Wonder what this tastes like.
Yeah.
He got hungry again because it was Chinese food. We'll be back right after this. What? It is time for some air, land, and sea. It's time for flash travel. Haunted houses may sometimes feel a bit cheesy with actors posing as ghouls and mad scientists, but some places actually have truly earned their ghostly reputations. Ghost hunters worldwide are on the lookout for those spectral figures, disembodied voices, or a sudden chill down a dark hallway. Well, with haunted spots opening up for the public tours and overnight stays, there's likely a paranormal spot near you, just waiting to give you the creep. So, if you're ready to have some fun, ghostly fun, here's 5 truly haunted houses resources for you to get your scare on. Our first stop, welcome aboard the RMS Queen Mary. The once glamorous ocean liner launched in 1936 and now serves as a hotel and tourist attraction in Long Beach, California. But it's not just the living checking in. The ship is packed with ghostly guests. There's an elegant lady in white, often seen dancing solo in the lobby bar, and William Eric Stark, an officer who tragically died from poisoning, still wandering the promenade deck. And don't forget about Leonard Horsborough. He's the cook that now haunts the kitchen. Ugh. During the recent stay, guests reported actually eerie knocking at all hours, only to find out there's no one there. And it seems like the Queen Mary's spirits are still very much at sea. We go now to the infamous Borden House in Fall River, Massachusetts, where a double axe murder in 1892 actually shocked the nation. Businessman Andrew Borden and his wife Abigail met a grisly end, and all eyes turned to Andrew's daughter Lizzie. Though she was acquitted in a sensational trial, the mystery remains, along with lingering spirits. A bed and breakfast now. The eerie home offers ghost tours and overnight stays for the brave souls hoping to meet its infamous residents. All right, don't expect a peaceful night's sleep, though, or you never know who or what might drop by. Castle Loma in Toronto, Ontario is a Gothic revival castle with more than just architectural charm. It's crawling with ghosts, from the Lady in White, a former maid, to the lingering spirits of original owners Sir Henry Pallet and Lady Mary. Strange sightings and spooky sounds are common here. You could tour the property by day, and if you're feeling brave, come in October for the Legends of Horror event and explore the castle's creepy tunnels. Don't worry, you'll hear the ghosts before you actually see them. Ready to see some hauntings? Well, since 1874, the red, white, and black lighthouse in St. Augustine, Florida has been guiding ships and apparently ghosts through the St. Augustine. Shadow figure has been seen, known to clang buckets and peering down on the rails, while ghosts of a former keeper actually announces himself with the smell of cherry tobacco. Wow, you can climb all the way up to the top during the day for stunning views, or if you're feeling bold, just join a ghost tour, and anything you could expect to be scary by all means. Finally, it's a place where it's all working. No play makes Jack a dull boy. We're talking about the iconic hotel that not only inspired Stephen King's The Shining, but also comes with its own spooky history. Guests and staff alike have spotted ghosts, including the helpful maid in room 217, who's known to pack your bags whether you're ready to check out or not. Know of a crazy, scary spot? Don't worry. Why don't you share it with us? Head to our website, dailyflashshow.com, or better yet, go to flashtravel.tv.
Hey, Mitchie.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, I want to talk about that big story coming out of Hollywood.
Hold on, wait. I want to get Matt in on this call, all right? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mitch and Dias?
Matty!
Mitchie.
Mateus.
Mitch, my man.
Matty of Berkshire.
What's going on?
Hey, AJ wants us to talk about a big story that's happening.
This kid, the Kiki, says hi. He has his own Instagram.
That's great, Matt, but I really want to talk about this big story coming out of Hollywood.
Ooh, dog and cat, it's on!
You should check it out. This kid, the Kiki.
I want to know what's going on.
What?
Oh, okay, so real quick. Why does he still have a dial-up modem?
Hey, I gotta get back to wrestling stuff.
It's on the media.
You know what? Maybe we should just try this later.
Okay, all right. Peace and love.
Daily Flash.
Where are you?
It's just better when you're part of the conversation. Join us online.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Celebrity lifestyle and wellness expert Seema Cohen joins us to share her ultimate Valentine's Day gift idea. Seema, you got to help me out because it's Valentine's Day, you got to get the right gift. And it looks like you have some jewelry there. That probably is a great gift. Tell us about it.
I know, right? Jewelry is the ultimate gift of love.
Yeah.
And we have some gorgeous lab-grown diamond jewelry here today from New York brand Ritani. Right now, they're offering 15% off lab-grown diamonds and 30% off jewelry and wedding rings. Receive 40% off classic lab diamond tennis bracelets for a limited time with code VDAY40. Visit Ritani.com for the perfect Valentine's Day gift. And even if you want to pick up something fabulous just for yourself, absolutely love it. I'm wearing it right here.
Yeah. And you're saving money off of taking 40% off. Great idea. Loving that. You know, skincare obviously is the gift that gives all year long. And you've got a natural skincare to take care of, right?
Meet your new skincare savior, Sakura Cosmetics Ultra Clarifying Serum with 6% glycolic acid. This lightweight formula minimizes fine lines and imperfections, plumps and renews for brighter, fresher looking skin. Sakura will nature meet science for visible, lasting results. Shop now at sakuracosmetics.co.uk.
All right. And finally, you got something for those that love to drink tea. What is it?
Sadaf is a family-owned company that's been around for over 40 years. They carry unique kitchen and pantry items that you can't find anywhere else, and they also ship nationwide. You will love their unique, exclusive Earl Grey tea box, assortment of rose waters, which are perfect for Valentine's cocktails and mocktails, and the one-of-a-kind pomegranate molasses to elevate your Valentine's Day dishes, from hors d'oeuvres to entrees and even desserts. And you can find them at sadaf.com.
Seema, well, thank you so much. You look lovely in your pink dress there for Valentine's Day. And if you want more information, follow Seema on Instagram at Seema Cohen Official.
Small business is more than just a retail space. They are the heartbeat of the community. Author Megan Murphy joins us now. She has new data on retail trends for 2025 and why joy is the key to shopping this year.
Faire, FAIRE.com. It's a game changer for small business owners. It is a global online wholesale marketplace that connects retailers to brands. So if you're a small business owner, it's the ultimate place to stock your shelves with unique merchandise. Faire looked at search data from 100,000 retailers and brands, and it gave them like this crystal ball into what will be trending and what consumers will be wanting to buy in 2025. And it looks like we're all shopping for joy. The tricky part is getting that merchandise mix correct. And here's what you got to do. You got to listen to your customers. You got to really get to know and learn your customers. And then you have to do informed buying. So use the search data, use the trend forecast from Faire to really stock your shelves with confidence and authority. I want you to go to faire.com if you're a local retailer to shop wholesale. And for everybody else, support your small businesses, shop local, because every time you do, a real person does a happy dance.
The big game Sunday, and it's time to make sure that you are ready. Hannah Ansluss, winner of The Bachelor Season 24. She joins us with tips on how to create the perfect spread. Hey, Hannah.
Well, thank you for having me. When it comes to being an expert host, I like to focus on three things, which is affordability, convenience, and quality. And Subway has your back on that. So during playoffs and leading up to the big game, we have loved ordering our Subway platters. Our current favorite is the Subway series, which has the Beast and then also Home Run Ham. Those are our two favorites, but you're able to choose from 5 different chef-crafted sandwiches. So this is a huge spread. So to break it down to you guys, this platter up here is the easy order platter, which actually comes in a box, but if you're feeling a little bit more festive, you can place it on a party serving platter. Over here, you have your toppings bar. A lot of the content I do, I love incorporating some sort of toppings bar when it comes to a gathering. Everyone's able to customize it. It's cute, it's aesthetic. I love just the convenience, how I'm able to have it delivered or pick it up to my house, and then I can focus really on the football decorations. So Subway has perfect sweet snacks. So over here you have your foot-long cookie. You also have, this is new, this is their Oreo cookie, which is so delicious. I love adding this with some ice cream and then some sprinkles of your favorite team's colors. Also, of course, you have your cookie boxes as well. It's as easy as it sounds. You're going to either download the Subway app or you're going to go to subway.com. You're going to click on catering and groups. You're going to order whatever you want. We recommend leading up to the big game. This is really popular to do. Order about 48 hours in advance. You can have it delivered or you can pick it up.
The big game is set for New Orleans, and that means it's time to plan a big watch party. Here with some suggestions for a super party menu is former NFL All-Pro Ovi Muhali.
Hi, I'm former NFL All-Pro fullback Ovi Mahaley, here with a big game plan for a Super Bowl watch party. When I want to score with my guests, I start with Papa John's. That's because the best way to fuel a big game watch party is Papa John's. They've got everything from hot, fresh pizza, wings, breadsticks, and of course, their special garlic sauce. Papa John's makes hosting a Super Bowl party easy with online ordering and delivery, so you don't have to miss a single play. Just head to papajohns.com, place your order, and let them handle the rest. And for Big Game Weekend, don't miss the extra large New York style pizza for just $11.99. That's a deal every fan can get behind. So don't fumble on a game day menu. Order now at papajohns.com and get ready to enjoy the big game with the best food in town. I'm Ovi Mahaley. For a complete menu and some super deals, check out papajohns.com, and I'll see you on game day.
Hey, Mitchie.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah, I want to talk about that big story coming out of Hollywood.
Hold on. Wait. I want to get Matt in on this call, all right? Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Mitch and Dias?
Matty!
Mitchie.
Mateus.
Mitch, my man.
Matty of Birkenshire.
What's going on?
Hey, AJ wants us to talk about a big story that's happening.
This kid, the Kiki, says hi. He has his own Instagram.
That's great, Matt, but I really want to talk about this big story coming out of Hollywood.
Ooh, dog and cat, it's on!
You should check it out. This kid, the Kiki.
I want to know what's going on.
What?
Oh, okay, so real quick. Why does he still have a dial-up modem?
Hey, I gotta get back to wrestling stuff.
It's on the media.
You know what? Maybe we should just try this later.
Okay, all right. Peace and love.
Daily Flash.
Where are you?
It's just better when you're part of the conversation. Join us online.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. With the big game this weekend, lifestyle expert Joanne Butler is here with some big ideas to make your party a winner. Hey, Joanne, where do we start?
Hi, thanks for having me. Well, everyone knows the best big game watch parties have one thing in common. That's good food, and that starts with some good guac. The best way to get that, hands down, avocados from Mexico. They just grow the best, most delicious. Now's their big season. Get this, about 250 million pounds of avocado are shipped to the U.S. in these weeks leading up to the kickoff. So that's enough to cover a football field worth 75 feet of guacamole. Just amazing. They're also doing some fun things. They've teamed up with the greatest tight end in football history, Rob Gronkowski, to create this avocados from Mexico guacamole dip. We gave it a go here. So amazing, so flavorful, just a really unique twist. Using, of course, fresh avocados from Mexico, a little shredded chicken, blue cheese, and buffalo sauce. So this will definitely help you score big at your big game watch parties. Super fun. They also have a whole bunch of great recipes on their website besides this at biggameguac.com. Now, another big game staple, pizza and ranch dressing. Hidden Valley Ranch is doing something cool, teaming up with Pizza Hut and another football legend Eli Manning to create the Hidden Valley Ranch signature pizza delivered by Pizza Hut, all to celebrate the launch of their new Easy Squeeze Hidden Valley Ranch bottle here. And they've created this unexpected collectible, a crave-worthy Pizza Hut pepperoni pizza autographed by Eli Manning himself, using the precision and control of this new Easy Squeeze bottle, which, by the way, will be authenticated and preserved in resin for all of eternity. So fans can enter for a chance to win it via social till kickoff on February 9th. Just amazing. And 10 runners up will also have a chance to get a year's supply of Hidden Valley Ranch and Pizza Hut pizza to create their own signature moments like we did over here. Just head on over to hvrssignaturepizza.com to learn more about this. And there you have it, Big Game Eats.
It is, of course, a big weekend here, and I think it's all about the food, I think, right?
I think so too. I love finding out what everybody's serving, some great cocktail ideas, great drinks. I mean, the snacks, it's perfect.
And you also think about the technology that's changed. You've got social media where you can hear what all your friends are doing all at once, so it's fun to sit and watch that. We're going to have a big game show tomorrow for sure. Tune in. See you then. Bye-bye.